All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Her Business Podcast. My name is Ferris Wright, and today my guest, you know him. He is one of New England's very own, owner of 8 first-round finishes. He is Don Shamless Shainis. How we doing today, boss?
What's going on, handsome? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. So tell me about your day a little bit. You were just telling me it's been a long day of training, traveling.
Yo, I'm fucking tired, man.
I feel you, man. I
I'm
feel you.
tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I had some cardio today. I had training tonight, and I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm like fucking hungry. But yeah, just another day.
Yeah, man. Well, you're preparing for July 22nd. You'll be taking the stage again for Cage Titans. What's that feeling like being back on the regional scene?
Um, there's a lot. I feel like there's been like a weight lifted off my shoulders. It feels nice, to be honest with you. I feel like there's a lot less pressure. Um, yeah, it's just getting back to my roots, getting back to what I'm good at, and going out there, performing, and get my hand raised.
Coming home, man. You come home to the Plymouth Memorial Hall, man. Where you've had so many fun nights that us New England guys will never forget. Uh, what's the feeling for you going into this against your current opponent?
I just want to have fun again. Everyone keeps asking me that. It's like I've seen the highest level, and I know I belong there, and the objective is to get back there. And I've lost the art of having fun in the process, and I just want to get in there, have some fun, get my hand raised, get a win, see some friends, and get back to the grind. Keep the ball rolling. Get
What
this
does fun
ball
look?
rolling again, man. I feel like I lost a lot of momentum with the last few months and the little stint I had in the UFC. So it's time to fucking pick myself up, dust myself off, and fucking move forward.
That's a wonderful attitude to have, man. I mean, you were tossed with the wolves, and I know you're not taking no victim mentality with your UFC approach, but what's it like to try to get back into that stratosphere and prove that Don Shainis name? Is there a chip on your shoulder?
Um, am I bitter about it? No. Is what it is? Yeah. Um, it's weird, right? Like I thought there was a possibility I'd be fighting for Boston. I'm talking to my manager. I'm giving him names left and right. I'm like, dude, I'll fight anyone. I don't fucking care. I think I proved I would fight anyone on any time frame, really. And it was just one of those things where they're like, nah, we're gonna release you. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. What do I gotta do? They go, win some fights, we'll take you right back. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Mm. Any chance you'll be at that Boston card?
Fuck no, dude. I should be on it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Any chance you'll be fighting on it?
No, no, no. I don't think this win's gonna put me back in the UFC. But it's a step in the right direction. You know what I mean? Like getting in there, getting a finish. I think I need to take on some higher caliber opponents after this, and that'll put me in a much bigger step in the right direction. Right now, it's just about having fun, getting a little bit of a payday, and moving forward.
What does fun look like for you?
Fucking bloody mess.
Have you always been kind of has that always been fun for you? I guess is my question.
I mean, like yes and no. Like there's a balance about it. Like it gets to a point where it's like what I'm doing every day is so much fun, and I think you take it to a level where mentally you're just drained from it, But fulfilling my soul, feeding my soul is what's most important to me, and this is what does it. I couldn't imagine my life working a fucking 9 to 5, making someone else super fucking rich while I'm working for a paycheck. I couldn't imagine that. So this is super soul fulfilling, and it gets to the point where it's like I'm training so much, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm hungry, whatever, fuck it. But that's just part of it. You deal with that, you move forward, and then everything's built up for this 15 fucking minutes of chaos, and you don't know what's gonna happen. Anything can fucking happen. You can get hurt, you could hurt someone else. Fucking I've seen the craziest things happen, and there's no way to predict it. It's fucking entering a gunfight every fucking time, except you're betting on yourself, really. So that it should be fun every time, but it's not. It's not. I feel like life gets in the way a little bit, and in the stresses of life, like make it a little bit unfun, and that's what I've been dealing with. But right now it's just, let's keep it simple, let's keep it stupid, let's not do anything fucking extravagant. Let's go out there, fucking remind people who I am.
Mm. And what does that look like? What is a successful night? What is a night that you remind people who Don Shainis look like?
Oh, I run through this fucking guy. I try and rip the cage down. I fucking start screaming like a lunatic. I'm sweating everywhere. Shirts off. Fucking things are going crazy. The commission's yelling at me. Fucking, I don't know, dude. Whatever. like just a bunch of dumb stuff after before, during, and after the fight.
Mm. Oh man, I cannot wait, man. What was training like back home? Now you're back in New England, back home in Massachusetts, going back to the usual camps, the usual stomping grounds.
Well, I'm between a few different gyms right now. Yeah. Um, Training is difficult. I've run into the issue of driving. Driving's a motherfucker, and in order for me to get the training that I need to drive. New England's a bitch. There's nothing close. All the talent's spread out, so it's like I spend some days more time driving than I do training. But thank God for podcasts and music and fucking friends to shoot the shit with on the phone, and definitely don't text and drive, and definitely don't fucking watch TikToks and drive, and yeah, definitely don't do that.
You don't do none of that, right?
No, no, I definitely don't fucking Snapchat and drive.
Yeah,
So
no way.
yeah, so it definitely like 10 and 2 all day. Fucking no, I'm just kidding. It's just a lot of driving. So that's one of the things that I don't like about New England. I get my work in, but I gotta fucking deal with traffic. I gotta deal with all these fucking bullshit expenses, from paying for parking to fucking taking 2 hours to get to the gym some days, and that's a pain in the ass. Maybe I'm nitpicking and bitching, but this is a piss off for me right now.
Dude, you're preaching to the choir. I'm also in New England. I deal with that traffic every day. Yes, every day I leave my house, I'm in an hour and a half traffic, no matter which direction I'm going.
Yeah,
So
dude,
I,
I'll be honest, I'm fucking over it. I'm
yeah, I,
I'm fucking over it, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's bullshit. I was just out in Vegas. I was staying 10 minutes from the gym, another 5 minutes from the gym to the PI. So, like 5 minutes from the grocery store. Everything was super convenient, close. I rented a car out there. I'm like, I think I'm moving here. When I was in Kansas City, I was a mile away from the gym. I lived a mile away from the gym, a mile away from the grocery store. I lived in a 5 minute bubble of everything I fucking needed, from the bartending job I had out there to fucking training every day to fucking, the grocery store and post office and the conventional gym. So, I think if you think of like your day, right, and you start off your energy bar as a professional athlete, and let's say you have 100, you can't have more than 100. Like, you just have your energy, that's 100. And you fucking got a 2 minute ride to the gym. That doesn't take any energy. You hop in the car, you fucking go there. Cool. You're able to focus, spend your time fucking training, focusing. But when you're fucking spending an hour and a half, 2 fucking hours driving, you know, at night through traffic, it's a fucking pain in the ass. You're fucking beeping your horn, you fucking flipping some lady off, someone's cutting you off, fucking going crazy. And it's one of these things where it drains your energy bar without you actually doing any work. So I'm fucking over it. I'm ready to get
Yeah.
the fuck out of New England. Dude, don't get me wrong. I love New England. I love the summers here. The winters suck, but I'm fucking out of here once I can.
So that's the plan. You're just here. It's just for the time being. The plan is to eventually move out of here.
No, I'm gonna go somewhere where I can train full time, and set up a convenient living situation to where it's like wake up, train, eat, train, make some money on the side, and get back in the UFC. As long as it's not fucking interfering with my goal, that's what I'm trying to do. So, that's kind of my game plan for how I'm gonna live the rest of my career, and maybe even after my career. Like, I have no idea when I'm gonna retire or anything like that, but it's going to be one of those things where it's like I need to be convenient to the gym, I need to be convenient to the grocery store, I need to be like 10 minutes tops, 15 minutes tops, because these fucking half an hour and a half, dude. I gotta leave my house at fucking 4 to make sure I'm at the gym for 6, right? And
Yeah.
some days I'm there in 45 minutes, and other days it's fucking 2.5 hours. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And then it's not like you could predict when the traffic's gonna hit. You're either stuck there or you're fucking not. I'm gonna just poof and disappear just like I did, and then come back, smash someone, and fucking do it again.
Mhm. Is there a city that you have in mind? Like, I want
Yeah,
to.
yeah. I went to Vegas and I was training out at Syndicate, and I really liked it out there.
Mm.
I like
That's
the
your.
weather. I like
Mm.
the heat. I like the type of heat it is. So it's dry heat. It's not wet heat. It doesn't get muggy out there, but it's very dry. So you end up drinking a lot of water without realizing it. But the things I liked about Vegas was a million ways to make money out there. The training, like you got people flying in from all over the world. I trained with a couple world champions out there. There's talent coming in and out of Vegas. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities there. So I'm gonna check that out and see how I like it and figure it out from there.
What was the coolest training experience you had out there? Like, holy shit, that's this person.
What? Oh, I worked with Aljamain Sterling one day. That was pretty
Cool.
cool. I see Marab in the gym, so I knew Brandon Moreno was out there. So it's like, dude, I'm fucking surrounded by world champions.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Vegas seems beautiful, man. Aside from that heat, it seems like an awesome
You see,
place.
I like the heat. I'm one of these people that I'm fucking scared of the snow. I could never shovel another day in my life and be fine. To be honest with you, like fuck that.
Yeah,
Time out. Waking up 2 hours early to fucking shovel out 4 feet of snow. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
yeah, it's
I'm
brutal. Yeah,
dude, dude. I love Massachusetts in the summer. Fuck the winters.
yeah.
Fuck that.
Some of the fall's kind of nice too. Like in between stages, super pretty. But
Yeah, yeah.
fuck the winters, man. And then the summer gets too hot, man. So it's
See, you say that, but I would take too hot over too cold, man. Every
would
day,
you? Okay, okay.
every day.
Now I know you're a huge foodie, and they say a lot of good things about the food in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
Do you stand that? Are you approving?
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I ate so much food out there from dude. They had this all you could eat sushi spot, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be shitty sushi. We're in the middle of the fucking desert. Fire. It was lights out, dude. It was right around the corner. I had sushi like 4 days that week for $30. Dude, I had sushi fucking all the time. But honestly, my dad came out and visited me the last time I was out there for a few days. But most of the time when I was there by myself, I stuck to my meal plan and I just ate the food on my meal plan, and it's super simple, you know. That's kind of like how I live my life. I have a meal plan that's been provided to me, and I pretty much stick to that. And it's plenty of food, actually a lot of food. You'd be surprised how much you can eat on this, as long as you're sticking to everything, weighing everything out, and how much energy you have when you do it. But like, don't get me wrong, my dad wanted to go out to eat one night. We got steaks,
Mm.
He wanted to go out to eat. We got bagels and like a whole bunch of goodies. But I mean, the food in Vegas is fucking dynamite, but you're paying up the ass for it. So
Yeah, I've heard that as well. I've heard that. I mean, you get what you pay for, right?
no, 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 you absolutely don't, because you get a fucking lobster out here during the summer, fucking $12. You go out to Vegas, that's fucking $200 lobster if
Yeah,
someone's serving it to you at a restaurant.
goodness,
You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
yeah, you say that, but like, of course they gotta fucking ship that shit in. But for a fucking $12 lobster, $60 out there.
yeah. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, I don't. I do want to see Vegas. I guess I'll not be getting the lobster roll whenever I get down there. But your last fight, you were in Australia, which is fucking awesome.
Wild experience. Australia was unbelievable. I couldn't say anything bad about that experience. That was fucking awesome.
Now the fight didn't go your way,
Hmm.
but is there anything you would change about the entire experience?
In what regards?
Just anything, is there anything where you're like, I could have did without that, or it could have been the fight, it could have been a win, you prefer that, or just anything, the lead up, experience, the fight itself. What
Look,
would you
there
change?
were a million things going on in my personal life, from changing gyms to teams, coaches, mid camp that like You know, ideally that doesn't happen.
Mm.
Um, but no, I got faced with the situation and I fucking had to make a decision like an adult, and I stick by my decision, and I would fucking do the same thing over, presented the same exact fucking situation. The experience was fucking awesome. I had 15,000 Australians screaming at me, hating me, calling me all sorts of names. And you know what? I loved every second of it. Yeah, I was a bad guy. It is what it is. I don't fucking care. It's cool, but it was a fucking experience. I experienced Australia. Like I couldn't have flown any further around the world without getting closer to home, if that makes sense. Um, the whole thing was a fucking mind trip. You know, just from you know everything in Australia is fucking awesome. From the people to the accents to the food to the air. You wouldn't believe what fresh air smells like if you've never been there. You're like, oh my god, this is what fresh air smells like. You know, the dollar's stronger out there. Everything's cheaper. The food felt and tasted better. You know, so it was just fucking. Oh, I also went there in February and it was winter here. I left with snow. And it was fucking summer over there, so I walked into 100 degrees, which was unbelievable too.
As a heat guy, that's exactly what you want, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what I want. I'll take that every day of the year.
What was your favorite thing that you ate out there?
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, I tried kangaroo.
What the?
Yeah.
And it was that good?
Oh, it's fucking delicious.
What did it like if you had to compare it to another sort of meat, what would it be?
Steak.
Like steak.
Honestly,
Okay.
it reminded me of like a little bit of like a dry aged steak. It was fucking awesome. It was super tender. They say it gets super chewy, but like you don't want to overcook it. Dude, I had it pretty much raw and it was unbelievable. It tasted just like a dry aged steak.
And what do you serve it with? Just like, is it
Then they served it
potatoes
just
and
like a steak. Yeah.
okay. Oh shit. And I've seen people have alligator. I've never heard anybody have kangaroo before. That's the
I
first.
had kangaroo out there. I had barramundi, which is a fish. Um, they kept everyone kept telling me to eat Vegemite. I never actually got any Vegemite, but I hear that they fucking cream their pants over it over there. But yeah, I didn't actually try any Vegemite.
Mm. Now, is it you've been to Australia? You fought in parts of the U.S.
Hmm.
Internationally. If you could fight in one location, like a dream location for you to fight in.
I mean, it doesn't get much cooler than Australia. You know, the MMA population out there is fucking nuts. Everyone knew who I was. Like I'm getting on a plane and people are recognizing, which is pretty cool. Like that doesn't happen in America. Um, I would say if I had to go somewhere cool outside the U.S., um, I would love to fight in the UK. The UK, I lived in the UK for a little bit, so
Mm.
if I went to fight in the UK, I know some people out there that I'd try and link up with while I was out there. Um, but that would just be because I was like friends with them when I was a kid. Not because like it's fucking beautiful. I mean, the weather in the UK sucks. It rains every day.
Yeah.
Um, Italy would be cool. Italy's beautiful, but I think Dubai would be pretty dope too. That place is fucking crazy.
Mm. That is a beautiful spot, Dubai, man. Or like Saudi Arabia. You see what they
Yeah,
do with like
that'd be
boxing
cool.
promotions that they do?
Anywhere really.
Mm.
Brazil. I would love to go to Brazil or somewhere in South America. Uh, Pretty much anywhere outside the U.S. I mean, the U.S. is awesome. I fucking love America, but to experience different cultures, foods, people, um, everything, even Canada. I'd be down to fight in Canada.
Mm. Dream opponent.
Oh man, uh, I was trying to fight Charles Rosa for the UFC. Charles
Mm.
Rosa DM'd me, and we were trying to actually fight each other in Boston, and I ended up getting released before that ended up happening. But I thought that would have been. I don't think there could have been a bigger prelim fight. You know, he's Charles Boston Strong Rosa. He's from here. I'm the fucking biggest guy in New England right now. And I thought that would have fucking blown up the prelims. But in Boston. You know, other than that, I don't give a shit about who I fight or you know. I just thought that'd be super fucking cool if I fought Boston Strong Charles Rosa in Boston, but like right now I don't really care.
That would have been sick, man. That would have been
Dude, that's what I'm
sick.
saying. Like they kind of dropped the ball with that with letting me go and fucking I think they released him too. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, right now, I don't give a shit who I fight.
It seems like that Boston card. I haven't really heard many Boston people, like people who are from here, being on that card yet.
Well, I hear it's supposed to be the Ultimate Fighter on the
Yeah.
prelims. So whatever they're
Mm.
doing on the prelims, and I think only Rob Font's on the card
Oh
from
yeah,
New
minus
England.
right, minus Rob,
Yeah,
but
I
everybody
think
else
Rob
is like,
Font's on the card. Dude, with O'Malley fighting on that card, the fucking venue is going to sell out anyways. They don't need,
yeah,
they don't give a shit. It's not like they're trying to like what they were doing in Australia was they had a bunch of Aussies fighting in Australia, which makes sense because they're trying to hit a new market. But like with Boston, dude, everyone fucking, the UFC comes once every 4 years, so they
right.
know it's gonna sell out. They don't give a shit. They put O'Malley on, who's a huge fucking celebrity, so he's the next McGregor.
Mm. Just sucks, man. They don't give the young Boston guys no shine. Some of the local legends, no.
I don't think they give a fuck, dude. They're selling out anyways. You know,
Yeah,
the venue's gonna sell out anyways. Like, what's it matter who fights on the card? You know, if I'll put it like this, right? If you're a business owner, like, who the fuck cares?
mm.
If you know your product's gonna sell out, like, you don't fucking care, you know?
Now you mentioned a few times during this podcast about the business making money. When is the OnlyFans dropping?
Uh, shit, I've like legitimately thought about it, but not for like porno purposes. I mean, money talks, but I was actually thinking about making an OnlyFans, and what I wanted to do, like my goal was to to. The problem with this is like what I was thinking of doing was just talking the sponsorship side of business for fighters. So if you were an AMI fighter, you could fucking pay me $9 a month, and I kind of break down how I fucking do my sponsors, right? From when I was an amateur to like an AMI champ to making my pro debut to fucking making a run as a pro to then losing a fight, then going on another run and then winning a couple titles and then getting in the UFC and getting all that exposure and then like things fucking start multiplying and then like potentially setting it up like a subscription service. But I was pretty much trying to, or I was thinking about doing this because I've also thought about doing like seminars doing this because I don't think anyone, at least from what I've seen in New England or even outside New England, I see a lot of people dropping the ball here as far as like sponsorships and having your sponsors support your dreams. And by support your dreams, I mean fucking pay your bills, not fucking fuck off and party and gamble and bullshit, but like pay your bills so you can train full time without having to work in a bullshit job. So you could fucking like, oh shit, I'm working fucking for 15, $20 an hour. Cool. Yeah, I got to make so many hours to pay my rent, bills, bullshit, like to pay all that rather than, fucking working those types of jobs. Your sponsors, if you're smart and you set up packages, you could set that all up. So what I was thinking was like hitting the demographics, like, all right, you're an AMI fighter, you got no fights, this is your first fight, like where to start, the little tips and tricks I did, how to scale what you do to the amount of exposure you're getting and like the types of followers you have, and then understanding your fan base and how to provide for your fan base, how to provide advertising to all these sponsors and so forth, and essentially just scale it to a point to where now you're making a salary off yourself as a business and doing that because that's what I'm in the process of doing right now.
So you'd be mentoring almost these guys who are coming up who are in
Well,
younger in the same
think of
shoes you
YouTube,
were in.
right? Like I don't know if I'd be a mentor, but think of if I created like a YouTube channel and I'm like, all right, you're an O&O amateur. This is what you need to do, right? Let's just keep it simple. You're a fighter. You need to invite every single person you know to your fights. Cool. Now, people don't know what to wear to fights. Well, why don't you tell them what to wear? Why don't you make a shirt with your name on it? Someone will spend 15, 20, $30 for a high quality shirt, $35. Like a UFC shirt's $35, right? That's not unheard of to pay. Like let me ask you, would you pay 30, $35 to pay for a shirt for, let's say, your friend fighting?
Oh, I've done it plenty of times.
Of course, right? It's like it's less about the money, more about support.
Yeah.
So uh, my goal always isn't to profit so much off the shirts. My goal is to get everyone wearing my shirt. So if I break even on my shirts and I spend 6 grand on an order, that's fucking fantastic, right? My goal is to break even, not profit.
Mm.
Now, where I profit is the back of the shirts, the my sponsors, my supporters, my fans. So it's like, all right, I just spent 6 grand. That's a $6,000 fucking tax write off. First of all, it's a business expense, and if once you start understanding and realizing that you are a business, fucking Jay-Z said it best. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. Like once you understand that, there's no limit to what you can do because I've told my whole thing to other guys and they've gone out and fucking hit $5,000-$10,000 sponsor. I'm like, fuck, man. You fucking like one upped me on the shit I told you, and you made more money than I did this fight, and that's good for them. But that's all about networking and people and knowing who you are in your market and selling it.
So that leads me to the question: when can people sign up for this OnlyFans?
Shit, I don't know. I needed to sit down and like make some quality content first because like the way I would do it was like every week would be a new episode, right? So it's like, all right, you got your podcast. Think about it like this, right? You got fights going all the time and you're interviewing fighters, right? Do you drop your podcast on a certain day?
Yeah, Fridays.
You drop them on Fridays. Cool. We're doing this on a fucking Wednesday night. So there's
Yeah,
going to be a 2 day buffer if you don't like, and I might not even be this Friday. I might be next Friday if you got someone coming up from last week. You know what I mean?
right.
So you could do all your edits and that. So it's like, just like if you're going to play on fucking Twitch, right? And I'll use this as an example. You need to have a schedule. So it's like, all right, cool. Like whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever. It's like you see YouTubers, all right, they drop a post every single day. They drop a reel. Like you go to Instagram, you drop a reel every single day. Like people need to be able to tune into your schedule to know when you're up. And that's how you get engagement. And then you get following and being able to interact with those people. You can't just randomly fucking post a video and then like a week later you post another video and then like you drop the ball that week, but 2 weeks later you drop another video. You need to have that schedule. So I need to make all the content first,
Mm.
organize it, and then start releasing it slowly and letting people know like, all right, hey, tune in next week, it's going to drop on this date and time. Be sure to watch it if you're looking for this, or I'm having an issue with this, like these are the issues that I had along the way and how to avoid these. Does that make sense? I don't. I'm fucking going off on some shit. I don't even know if that made sense.
No, man, it makes a lot of sense, man. I think the world may need that. I think information doesn't hurt nobody. I think if people are knowledgeable and have a kind of a structure and approaching an amateur career and maybe a pro career, they definitely need to hear from somebody like you who's been through the ringer, man. I think there's no better place than that. Uh,
You know what's funny? Like I feel like at least in New England, I was kind of like the pioneer of sponsors, right? So I remember, I'm gonna tell you about this. So my coach got my teammate Kinmoy a sponsor. I don't remember how much it was for, and I remember I went to him. I his name's Eric. I call him E, and I go, Yo E, hey, I'm gonna go pro soon. Can you get them to sponsor me? Let them know that I'm an up and comer. And he had some connect that like helped my teammate Kim out. All right, that was like a one-off, one-time thing. And he's like, no one wants to sponsor amateur fighters. Once you go pro, you'll fucking do it. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. So I remember I went to the fights and I'm watching people's reactions. And like I went to the fights after having a few fights already, but I'm like looking at people's reactions and I'm like, okay. And I'm paying attention to the card. I got there early. I watched every single fight on the card. And what I was doing was I was looking at people, right? And then I was watching the fight, and then I'm looking at people, and I'm watching the fight. And what I noticed was the general population has no fucking idea if you're an AMI or pro.
Mm.
They have no fucking idea. They just know that they can just tell if you're skilled or not. Okay. I've seen plenty of amateurs that are far more skilled than pros. And I've seen plenty of pros at the next level. So, that's what I noticed. And I'm like, dude, what if I don't make this about Amy and pros? What if I make this about them supporting me as a person and I get them to invest in me and I create that relationship with these people that invest in me, not being Amy, not being pro, but like they're not investing in the level of competition I'm at. They're investing in me as a human being. And what I learned over time was I was able to create a relationship and I got people emotionally invested in what I was doing and caring. And now I see amateurs do it fucking 10 times better than I did back fucking in 2014, 2015, 2016.
Mm. Is that the name of the game though? As the years go on, it evolutionizes. People get better and better at the craft.
Of course, but before, I was told no, and I kind of was like, I didn't tell my coach to fuck off, but like my attitude was like, fuck this. I was like,
Yeah,
why the fuck not? This is
yeah,
fucking bullshit. I was like, I wasn't mad, but I'm like, this is fucking bullshit,
yeah.
and him telling me no ultimately helped me out so much.
Mm. It's a beautiful thing, man. UFC 290 this weekend. Do you have some picks on the main event? Yair versus Volk.
Oh, bro, this is such a hard one. I can't bet against Volk. I
Mm.
mean, I would never pick against Volk, but if Volk was going to lose, Yair's the guy to do it. He is so unconventional, flashy, and has dangerous at all times. Tough, dangerous. It's nuts. And Volk, dude. I was talking about this the other day on a different podcast. I probably said this 10 times already, but the one time I've seen Volk compromise was it him versus Brian Ortega, where he got hit with a punch and it flash dropped him. I don't think it hurt him, but it maybe either dropped him or knocked him off balance, just enough for Brian Ortega to fucking sink in this fucking nasty guillotine. And you just see him there, and anyone in their right mind would have tapped, and he did not tap. And that's why I will never pick against Volk. Now, Father Time will catch up with him, but that's not here or there. That is not today, and that is not in the near future. So Father Time catches up with everyone, but while Volk, I don't see him losing anytime soon.
Mm. Brandon Moreno versus
Oh,
Alexander
dude, I used
Pantoja.
to train with Brandon Moreno in Kansas City. I
So
could never, dude. He's so fucking good.
yeah.
Moreno wins. I think it's going to be a tough fight, but this is another fight too where Moreno has felt some adversity. He fought Pantoja twice already. He's 0-2 against Pantoja, but seeing his work ethic and in the gym and being surrounded by world, like he was a world champion, lost it, won an interim championship, and then re-won the championship. And I saw that, and I'm like, this guy's fucking unbelievable. Like, I think he's gonna get it done. I think that those two fights is just the type of adversity that he needs to win this type of fight.
Mm. Dude, I'm such a big fan of Brandon, man.
Oh, he's the man. He's
Oh,
so
I
nice
fucking
too.
love that dude. I love that dude. And I don't know if you watched the embeddeds, but the recent one, he was legit just on the kitchen counter eating cereal with his daughter. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't be more wholesome than that, man. So,
Yeah, like I said, I
Moreno's
trained with him
that
in
dude.
Kansas City. He's unbelievable. And he has a whole crew, and they're all ride or die Moreno. And
Mm.
I see that, and I'm like, wow, that's what it takes to be at the next level. I
Yeah.
don't have that. I'm searching for that. I will get that, but everyone in his crew is Moreno.
My man, this has been a pleasure. I appreciate your time tonight. Uh, please let people know where they can follow you. And to close out the show, let them know why they should watch you July 22nd as you take the stage for Cage Titans.
Oh man, fucking yes. So first and foremost, shameless Don, everything. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. You type in Shameless Don, you'll find me. And July 22nd, I'm fucking a little bit bitter right now, man. And everyone loves a comeback story, and you get to watch it live. So there's going to be nothing cooler than me going out there, getting my hand raised, and doing what I have to do. And unfortunately, Robert Wussig, he's going to pay the price. And yeah, man, that's that. Like, that's that. But real quick, I want to give a shout out to all my sponsors. I've completely restructured everything. So my sponsors are no longer fight deals anymore. We're doing it for the whole fucking year. I got my people to lock in already. So I want to give a quick shout out to Jake Mose with East Coast Power Washing. He's out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. I want to give a shout out to Miss Fox, Sam Norris. She's my tattoo artist. She's fucking awesome. She opened up a shop in Hanson. She's going to be working on this 3/4 sleeve for me. I want to give another shout out. Fuck, I wish I had the list in front of me. I want to give another shout out to fucking Mold Guys Removal, Curtis and Tara. You guys are unbelievable. I got to talk to you guys about ironing out some details soon, but I know you guys are always on board. Shovel Shop, they're always on board. Katie and Peter, you guys are also unbelievable. Davencorp. Now, this is a cool one. So, Davencorp, Mike, such a big MMA fan. We mix it up and talk it up all about the fights almost every week. So that's a super cool sponsor of mine. They do welding supplies. And I believe I'm missing one. Dude, they're my newest guys.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of those guys.
Dude, fucking unbelievable. I had a conversation with them the other day, and he's got to finish talking it over, and we got to iron everything out. But, dude, I'm considering them already locked in. Yeah, dude. They've grabbed tickets for me. They're locking in for a full year. 2 Fight Bros. Thank you so much.
Don, my man, you have a blessed rest of your night, man. Go get some food in your system, and we'll see you July 22nd.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you for having me on.